Ladies and gentlemen, politics is always well planned, well drafted for any politician to achieve whatever he or she wants. The leaked video clip I want to show you is very clear that Raila Odinga is going to be in the ballot 2027 presidential race. And before even I proceed and display that video clip, you should bear in your mind that Raila Odinga and Ruto both need each other for them to succeed in their political expectation. Remember, Raila Odinga had done away with those who were threat to him in ODM party. People like Alias Sanjo, people like Mbade, and the rest. And made them to be in the government in order not to have a dilemma for 2027. The same way, Ruto had enticed Raila Odinga and used him in order to make him popular and gain strength or ground for 2027. And I told you very well that the new CSS might campaign for Ruto and the other side, Raila Odinga might vie for presidency, simple and clear, as being supported by Babu Owino. In any case, it's going to happen. So in an interview done by some of political activists, they also came up with this story, and here is the video indicating that. Let's watch this video.
You know, both of them are playing politics.
Okay.
But they need each other. As much as they all have different schools of thought, but they need each other. William Samoei Ruto, the president, needs Raila, and Raila needs Ruto. Remember, Raila is vying for the AUC seat. And for him to get that soft spot, he needs to have the favor of the president, because he's fronted by the nation. When he goes to campaign, he does not campaign as Raila Odinga, he campaigns as Kenya. The ticket is Kenya.
His arms are twisted.
Yes, so that's number one. Number two, Raila is a very smart politician. What Kenyans don't understand is that this arrangement is not an arrangement that just happened because of this Gen Z movement and protests.
Yeah.
Few months ago, I mentioned to you and I told you, one of the agreements with the NADCO report, amongst the things they were discussing, one of the key issues was creation of those positions. So the arrangement to have a coalition government was decided a long time ago. When they decided to do the NADCO discussions at Bomas, they had already decided we're going to work together. So what happened is, when these protests came up, it's speeded up the process, and it made Raila now have an opportunity to go and have the handshake alone.
Wow.
So he's gone for the handshake alone. Today, the entire Azimio brigade is falling apart. We had 2 days ago Eugene Omalo saying they want Raila to resign from Azimio, and they're not ready to work with him. Same as Martha Karua, same as Kioni, same as the rest of the Azimio brigade. And I told you, the same game that was played by the BBI agenda is the same game they're playing Raila with this AUC game. And I told you, by the time Raila goes for elections next year, he will lose that position, and number two, he would have lost his entire political base and political friends. You see, when you're going for a political war, you need to build what you call the chest of war. So his chest of wars were Kina Kalonzo, Eugene, you know, the troop they vied with in the last elections. So Ruto knows, if I keep this Mzee busy with these AUC campaigns, and I force him to come work with me, number one, he will lose all his soldiers. That is happening.
Like he did initially.
Like he did initially with the BBI. You understand? Yes. With the BBI. So it's politics. So Mzee is also losing on the other end. But Mzee is also not dumb. He's also playing politics. In what aspect? Number one, Raila has consolidated power in ODM again. He has remained the main Rambo as usual.
He was slowly losing relevance. Now he's back.
All the people who are potential threats to him, the people who were talking about taking over ODM after Raila Odinga was Ali Hassan Joho, Oparanya, Mbadi, what's the other name, Wandai, and Babu Owino. Those were the possible candidates that were saying we have to take over when Raila goes for the AUC seat in Ethiopia. So what has he done? He sacrificed all of them. So they should not think that they've gotten positions.
Exactly.
Because the first thing that happened, they were told they have to resign, and it is constitutional. You have to resign.
Wow.
And the day they announced that they were mentioned and announced as ministers, the first person to come out and call them out was Edwin Sifuna, who is the Secretary General. Raila in himself, his first statement, he said they went without his blessings. Those were independent decisions. So what does that mean? Raila knows very well that there is no any difference these guys are going to make. I'll tell you, from last elections till today, it's been about 731 days, 732 days from last elections. To the next elections is about 1,097 days. So if you remove campaign period of about 6 months, so it's almost another 750 days. So if the government has not done anything in 730 days,
I mean,
so what big do you think these 4 people are going to do?
So
and they were
not
given
much.
the most critical seats.
Correct.
Most critical seats.
Yeah, man.
And what has Raila done? He's rebranded his ODM with new faces, young faces.
Damn. Women in leadership.
Yes, and he's sent out all these troops.
So what's his plan? What do you think is going on in Raila's mind? Because I'm thinking...
I'll tell you, 101% Raila will be in the ballot in 2027.
Because I actually even saw something about that today.
Yeah.
Something like him being in that AU position does not stop his political ambitions around.
And he's always
Yeah.
said it.
Yes.
And why do you think, if he was sure he was going, why will he dismantle ODM and remove all the threats? It's because he knows he'll be there.
So he's not going to support Kalonzo?
No,
Yes,
definitely.
that one
Forget.
is out of the equation.
No, he can't.
What?
Forget, he can't.
Yeah. So is
And
it
you see, for him,
Yeah.
he knows very well, even if his 4 people do not perform,
Yeah.
his hands are out. That's
Correct.
why Raila today, his leg is in, tomorrow it's out.
Yeah.
You know, and he will blame Uhuru, he will say it's this other person who called me and stuff. So it is not pertaining him. What he'll do, he'll just say, I gave them some of my men, I thought they will perform, and they've not performed.
Now, before I carry on, I want to remind you, if you are watching me for the first time and you've never subscribed to this YouTube channel, please, I request you, do me a favor, take a 1 second and click that notification bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In that next time, when I upload to such kind of a video, the video will automatically comes into your YouTube platform. And to the members, I want to appreciate you and thank you so much for your subscription, because if it was not your support, then this YouTube broadcast could have not reached to where it is as at now. Thank you and may God bless you. Please consider to drop your opinion at the comment section below and like this video, share to your family, friends and relatives. Let's proceed. Raila Odinga and Ruto, they know whatever they are doing. And the main agenda which they agreed was to do away with Azimio. That was the first thing. Doing away with Azimio means that Ruto and Raila Odinga to work together in order to give these people in Azimio, the political parties, to vacate. That was the main agenda. But it seems Kalonzo have sensed this. And that is why Kalonzo is requesting Raila Odinga, oh, we should have dialogue and this and that. You get the point? And again, it might be this way. As you've listened to that man, in fact, I like him, that Ruto might use Raila as a stiff competitor. He might use Raila as a stiff competitor. I drink a lot of dawa because I am a little bit feeling unwell. He might use Ruto as Raila as a stiff competitor in order to fulfill the IBC demand. That is why nilianza kusema politics is a dirty game. Well planned, well drafted for any politician to achieve whatever he like. But all those dramas I don't disagree with, because Raila also have his own political strategy. Ruto also have his own political strategy. But when you view this, Ruto is also having a dilemma in UDA. Maybe people are saying that Matiang'i might be the deputy president of Kalonzo Musyoka. Rigathi might be the deputy president of Kalonzo Musyoka, that Kalonzo Musyoka akipata presidency anafanya one term, Rigathi to take over. That is all politics. People can say, can talk. But at the back of my mind, I'm seeing Ruto is still going to use Rigathi Gachagua, not to use, sorry. I'm using that word wrongly. Ruto is still going to work with Rigathi Gachagua in order to secure his vote. Well, again, acquire Raila Odinga's stronghold for 2027. But Raila Odinga also is going to be in the ballot because ODM, the people who are threatening ODM advocated. So the best thing is Raila to be in the ballot, as Kalonzo Musyoka is going to watch. So the stress here is who is likely to be Raila Odinga's running mate. Is it going to be Simbarati or Jimmy Wanjigi or Martha Karua? What about of Kalonzo Musyoka? So I'm seeing Kalonzo going to be in the ballot, Raila Odinga, William Ruto, Fred Matiang'i, and even Opiah Mtata, Jimmy Wanjigi. There are going to be many. But all this might be also both Raila and Ruto political strategy on their own interest. Because Raila Odinga, when he failed for the AU, then he might be in the ballot. When he failed. Tungoje tu comes next year, Feb, a time like this, we're gonna testify. We believe you are going to be alive, God's grace. You will tell me that Zion, you said it. Kama atanguka, you will see Raila Odinga coming up with another political force in this country. You've never seen. But that is all about politics. In politics, you must accept drama and you must accept change. That is what I had to share with you at this point. And that is the video clip from that man exposing 2027 political plan. I rest my case at that point. Thank you so much and all the best. Let's meet on another political discussion. Finally, it is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. My eyes will be set in New York City, revealing to you who is likely to be the president in United States of America.